Hi, I'm Beth Menninga, and I live in Ward 4. I'm an early childhood elder, and I actually have been meeting with a group of child care centers in St. Paul since the summer to work on the issue of the crisis of losing child care. I wish I was here to talk about that, but I'm here to talk about ICE. And I actually originally wanted to talk about expediting the separation order. I understand from the conversation with Mr. Greenfield that you're working on that. I would like to add a thought in there about residents and city property and non-public property. We also have organizations that are human service organizations, including child care, but I'm also thinking about the medical providers I heard on a press conference yesterday, school properties, and other organizations like child care that are serving the families in our infrastructure in our community. And what's happening to those organizations is they're being attacked as well. And I have a couple of examples of child care programs I know of in St. Paul that have had to go on partial shutdown because ICE is activated in their next door neighborhood or they're staging down the street. I also know of a Spanish immersion program that had ICE circling their property and taunting their volunteers. So it's affecting families, children. It's traumatic. It's traumatizing. So what we need your help. So we need your help thinking about the separation order and how quickly that can happen. I know you have your process, but I know it also takes, as we heard today, 3 weeks to even get a decision made. So that's urgent for us. If you can't do it today, please let us know as soon as possible when you can address that question of are there protections available for childcare? And in specific, we need the St. Paul police to be clear because we've gotten very different messages about what they can and cannot do if ICE comes and violates our property against our wishes or threatens children and families. So we would love to have something in writing, a press release, anything, what the City Council, the Mayor, and SPPD will do to protect childcare. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Make sure to sign in.
Hello, my name is Angela Clare, and I'm a center director in a child care program here in St. Paul. I just wanted to speak today about the real impact with the current environment and how it's impacting our children, families, staff members, and community. Child care programs have been placed in the national spotlight due to the fraud allegations and also bringing unannounced audit visits. While accountability does matter, lack of clarity around who's entering our buildings has created fear. We're also concerned about individuals seeking attention on social media who may attempt to enter our programs to film children and families, and that fear is real. On top of this, many of us are experiencing deep anxiety related to the immigration enforcement activity in our neighborhoods. My program is located in an area where this activity has been reoccurring on a daily basis. Just last week, a helicopter hovered over our building of children alongside a large caravan of ICE vehicles. I heard whistles outside and a woman yelling for help, a sound that I cannot forget. If you have not heard someone being taken by ICE, it stays in your head. I hear it every night when I go to sleep. That day, our center went into lockdown for 3 hours and again for 4 hours 2 days later. This is not okay. Kids shouldn't have to be in a space where their buildings are locked and doors are closed and all the lights are off. As a result, we have families who are keeping their children home, not because of illness or choice that they just want to be home for the day, but because they're afraid. They're afraid to leave their community to bring their child to a place that should be safe. And I want to be clear that my experience is mild compared to some other programs in St. Paul and what they've experienced with their children and staff. As a center director, my responsibility is to ensure the safety and well-being of every child and staff member, and I can say today that certainty has faded from me. Our children cannot freely enjoy outdoor activities. We have new snow outside. They can't be outside. So the fear is not abstract. Safety, consistency, and peace of mind for our children is not negotiable.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your time.
Make sure to sign in. Welcome up.
Hello, I'm Celeste Finn, founder and director of Big Wonder Childcare in Ward 1, and I live in Ward 2, and I live in Ward 1. Thank you so much for having this on the agenda today. I'm also really proud that we're able to close on the Day of Truth and Freedom on Friday. I wish with all my heart that I did not have to testify today. I wish with all my heart that the city had organized this weeks ago. Minneapolis renewed their separation ordinance on December 11th. Why are we just starting this process? I find this to be a profound act of negligence by our city's leaders. I know that the legal footing is essential, but the city's inaction, mixed messaging, and poor leadership are inexcusable. I opened Big Wonder to honor the unique rights of children, families, and teachers. That's very difficult right now. I need to update my emergency and risk reduction plans during ICE occupation to keep my kids safe. ICE is targeting childcare, and I cannot do my job of protecting the children in my care without courageous, timely, aware leadership by the city. Last week, we were told that it was murky if St. Paul police would respond to a 911 call regarding unlawful ICE activity at a childcare center by a council member's aide. Then, a staff member from the mayor's office called and said that they would intercede if ICE is acting unlawfully. The next day, council members concurred with the statement. During my meeting with the police chief the following day, I heard that St. Paul police would not interfere with ICE under any circumstances. Mixed messaging by the city council, the mayor's office, and the police highlights how poorly coordinated the city's efforts have been. We need greater clarity and communication from the city leaders to keep St. Paul residents safe, which is why we raised the SOS, organized, and involved the press. I wish I didn't have to, but I'll never again take our democracy for granted. Citizens must hold our lawmakers and government leaders accountable. Please act as though the lives of your constituents are on the line. We need the separation ordinance now and provide a press release with St. Paul, the mayor, and the city council. Thank you.
Thank you very much.